Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Comfy Cozy Club. My name is Nathalie and today I have a positive movement Pilates for you. So the coming hour you don't need to achieve anything, you don't need to get any pose perfectly, but we're just going to move in a way that feels really good and get into the body, into the breath, and hopefully move in a way that your body will thank you for. So come all the way down onto your back, starting lying down, and then bring the soles of the feet together as you let your knees drop out, just getting a gentle stretch in the hips. Now, if you immediately feel that this is too much, just slide your feet forwards a little, so giving yourself a bit more space, and then bring the backs of the hands down into the floor, and take a moment to walk the shoulders underneath the chest. So just opening up through the chest a little more. Your neck is long, your chin is in. And now breathe all the way down into the belly. So breathing in through your nose. And taking a warm exhale out through your mouth. And just twice more, letting go of the day. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. And one more, breathe in. And out. And now open your arms out a little wider, so spread your wings if you have space to do so. If you're sandwiched between your couch and your desk, maybe fingertips up. And then bring the right leg all the way over to the left leg. Bring the gaze over towards your right hand, so getting a gentle twist in the spine, stretching through the lower back. And then open the right knee out to the side. As you bring the left leg all the way over to the right leg, bring your gaze over towards your left hand, getting really heavy through the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then bring yourself back to center as you bring your feet hip width apart, so hip bone distance apart. Reach the fingers down to your heels, slide the shoulders away from your ears, and then press your entire spine down into the floor. And now start by tilting the pelvis up, so feel the lower back pressing down into the mat. As you roll yourself up one vertebra at a time, pressing into all four corners of your feet. Your toes are pointing forwards, really feeling it out. If there's any discomfort in your knees, slide your feet out a little. And then as you exhale, roll back down, starting at the upper back, one vertebra at a time. Now we're going to change it up just a little. Tilt the pelvis up, feel the spine pressing into the floor, press into your feet to roll yourself up, but this time bring the arms up as well, bringing the arms next to the ears, really lift your hips, breathe in, and exhale, roll yourself all the way down as you bring your arms down next to the body. Now if that doesn't feel good on your shoulders, just keep your arms down. Okay, roll yourself up as you exhale, breathe in, really lift your hips. Exhale, roll yourself all the way down, arms down next to the body. Now come into your Pilates breath. So exhaling out through your mouth and breathing in through your nose. So really creating some mobility in the spine, especially great if you've had a lot of screen time today. But also starting to work the hamstrings, the glute muscles, the back muscles. Now keep your arms next to your ears. We're going to lower the bottom down, the bum down, about a couple of inches. And then exhale, press down to lift back up. You should really feel your glutes. Breathe in, lower down just a couple of inches. Exhale, lift. Breathe in, lower. Exhale, lift. And now just keep it going. Excuse me if I'm being loud in your ear as I just fix my mic. Okay, 2 more. Final one. Now stay up there. Gently float the arms down next to the body, so really take your time as if you're pressing the arms through wet cement. Feel the strength in your legs. Turn the palms of the hands to face up. And now bring the heels together, toes pointing out, so kind of like a medium pizza slice in between your feet. So the knees are pointing down towards the bottom corners of the mat. And now as you exhale, really bring the legs together. See if you can zip them up. Keep lengthening the tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Breathe in, open a little. Exhale, squeeze into center. So working the glute muscles, they should be burning a little or a lot by now. But also working the inner thighs and the lower back. Let's do 4 more. One more. Now bring the toes together as well. Lift your hips a little higher. Notice how you won't be able to go up as high. And then roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Ooh, well done. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, hug your knees into the chest. Feel the lower back pressing down into the floor. And just take a moment to shift side to side. Hopefully you're a little warmer by now. Getting into the Pilates breath. As you bring your feet back down, hip width apart. And then open your arms out side to side, so really spreading the wings. And now imagine that you're wearing a belt and you're bringing that belt in uncomfortably tight. Okay, slide the right leg out long. See if you can keep the hips perfectly still. Breathe in through your nose, prepare. Exhale out through your mouth, bring the arms up to center, bring the right foot down. Breathe in, open the arms out wide, extend your left leg out. Exhale, plant the foot, squeeze the arms into center. So feel that connection from the belly button down to the spine. Breathing in to open, warm exhale out through the mouth, exhaling to center. Keep it going in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Noticing how that audible exhale will help you to really get into those deep core muscles. How still can you keep the lower back? So really working on core stability. And kind of like we're making snow angels. Let's do 1 more. And then extend the arms out long, extend both legs out long. Zip the legs into the center line. Bring the fingertips up to the sky. Breathe in, lift your head, lift your shoulders. We're going to peel ourselves all the way up. So you can always bring a hand down or an elbow down if you need a bit of help here. Then flex your feet, really bringing your toes towards your nose. You can always bend your legs a little, or a lot of this is impossible. Sit up really tall, so head over the heart, heart over the pelvis. And now breathe in, extend your arms out long. Imagine somebody you really like standing behind you and pulling you up by your hands even more. So feel the length in the spine, but keep your shoulders down. And now your imaginary friend is in front of you, taking a hold of your hands and pulling you forwards. Feel the length in the lower back. And drop the hands down, landing wherever they land. Shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Okay, come into a cross-legged seat. As you breathe in, we're going to circle the right arm all the way up, so creating lots of length. And then turn the right thumb away from you as you circle the right arm down, sitting in the center of your sitting bones. So feel the opening around the shoulder. Breathe in, sweep the arm up, and exhale, take it down. 1 more, taking a deep breath in. And then this time, place the right hand behind your tailbone. Keep the length going through the spine as you cross the left hand over the right leg. Breathe in, sit up even taller. Really lift your heart, lift the ears, the tips of the ears as if you have elfin ears. And exhale, twist a little deeper. Then return to center. Keep the right hand on your lap. Breathe in, bring the left arm all the way up. So really heavy through the upper legs. Turn your thumb away from you and exhale, circle it down. Notice the difference between the one side and the other. Breathe in to lift. Hello. Exhale, lower. You look like you are up to no good as you're heading to the Christmas tree. Breathe in to lift. Exhale to lower. Bring the left hand behind your tailbone. Sit up really tall. Cross the right hand over the left leg. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Don't be a bully. My lesson for today. Wolfie. Okay, slowly return to center. Now we're going to come onto hands and knees. So knees in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen out through your spine. And then exhale, we're going to round through the spine. So really press away, feeling the space in between the vertebrae. And then breathe and tilt the pelvis up. Send your heart forwards, gaze up as you arc through the spine. So exhale, round through the spine into a cat stretch. And breathe in, arc through the spine. So let's do one more. Exhale, really rounding through the spine as if you're an angry cat, which is very fitting as I'm surrounded by cranky cats. And then return into a straight spine. Now we're going to send the legs out long and come into a plank. If your wrists are getting sore here, you're welcome to come onto the lower arms. Now really press into the mat. So lengthen your tailbone down towards the back edge of the mat. As you really press down, you should feel the core muscles turning on. Really lengthen out through your neck. So place your cup of tea, your hot cocoa on the back of your neck. Now take a deep breath in. And exhale, send your weight back as we walk the hands to the feet to the hands, coming into a forward fold. Really generous bend in the legs as you melt your nose down to your knees. Grab a hold of the elbows and nod the head yes. And shake the head no. Releasing any tension through the neck. Then release the bind as you bring the hands down towards the floor. Really root down into your feet. Keep pressing down as you roll yourself up. So feel the strength in your legs. And then once again, really feel it out, becoming really aware of how the spine is feeling. Stacking the spine all the way up. And then once you arrive and all the blood is back in the body and not just in the head, take a hold of your elbows. As we lift the elbows up and overhead, and then circle the arms down. Okay, let's do that twice more. Breathe in, grab a hold of the elbows, lift. So a gentle back bend, and exhale, circle the arms down. One more, breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Now we're going to send the arms forwards, the hips back, coming into a chair pose, into a squat. So keep the heart lifted, send the tailbone down. So really lengthening the tailbone instead of letting it curl up. You can take a moment to feel that out because it will feel lots better on the lower back. Really deepening that crease in the hips so your knees are behind your toes. Now if you're quite stuck in the upper back, as so many of us are, you can always bring your arms a little wider. Okay, take a deep breath in. And now exhale, press down to lift up. Breathe in, lower down. Exhale, root down to lift up. Really feel the strength in your legs as we're also working the back muscles. Breathing in and exhale out. In and out. Let's do 4 more. Really focusing on the quality of movement, so there shouldn't be any pressure in your knees or shins, really sending your hips back. Focusing on the breath. Notice the difference between just lifting up and really pressing down to lift up. Okay, the next time you're down there, we're going to stay down there. Lower the hands down onto the upper leg, so you should really feel the quadriceps working. Roll the shoulders away from your ears, your neck is long, your chin is in, the crown of the head reaches forwards. Keep pressing into your heels and then maybe lower down even more. Even more. Now baby pulses, pressing down to lift, up, 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 up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press yourself back up. Now bring the heels together. So same thing as we did whilst we were in our shoulder bridge. Once again, we're going to lower down, really send your hips back. Feel the knees moving out side to side. Now really deepening that hip crease. Keep the heart lifted, so make sure you're not rounding in the spine. And this is a bit of a funky dance move. So the toes are out and forwards, out and forwards. So we're working the quadriceps, but we're also working the outer thighs. And this is a nice dance move that we can practice if we are ever allowed to go dancing again. Okay, let's go for it. This is how we'll recognize each other. Out and in, out and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself back up. Bring your feet hip width apart. Take a hold of your elbows. Take a deep breath in. Pull the elbows back. Feel that opening. And exhale, circle the arms out and down. Okay, breathe in. Bring the arms up next to your ears. And now as you exhale, bring your chin down. Arms follow next to the ears. Feel the stretch in the upper back, the back of the neck. As you roll yourself all the way down, back into our forward fold. Now from our forward fold, we're going to step back, walk back into our plank. So the hands walk forwards, the feet walk back, press down. Really feel the lower belly lifting in and up. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, lower your knees down. Cross the ankles and shift your weight back. Okay, we're going to slide back to the front of the mat. So send your legs out long. Point the feet. Inner rotation in the legs. Send your arms out long. Take a deep breath in, lift up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, curl your tailbone under. So feel the belly button lifting inwards and upwards. And we're going to roll down super slowly. So how slow can you go? Really feeling the strength in your core. And then keep the head and shoulders lifted. As you draw the right leg in, hover the left leg up. Bring everything into the center line. You can always support the head if that feels better. Breathe in as you move through center. Exhale, stretch. Breathe in and out. In, out. Keep the crown of the head reaching back, the belly button pulling down. Let's do one more on both sides. And lower the head and shoulders down as you bring your head side to side. Okay, drop the left foot down, extend the right leg out long. Pull the back of the right leg in, feeling a gentle stretch in the hamstrings. Take a moment to flex the foot, deepening the stretch. And point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. One more. Flex. And point. Send the arms out long. Turn the knee out so the leg goes into that ballet leg, that Pilates stance. Now keep zipping the hip bones together. Keep pulling the belly button down to the spine. Cross the right leg over the left leg. Circle out. all the way out to the side and circle the foot up and over the chest. Okay, now the wider you go, the harder it will be to stabilize the hips. So we're working between opposition, the movement on the one hand and the stability on the other hand. If you'd like a bit more challenge, you can send your left leg out long, flexing through the left foot, really grounding down, and then reverse your circles. So we're creating space in that hip, which is especially good if you've been doing a lot of sitting. The hips tend to get really tight. But once again, we're also strengthening the quadriceps and the inner thigh and working on core stability. So keep pressing the ribs down towards the floor. Let's do 2 more circles. Are you still breathing? And then hug the right knee in. Take a moment to wiggle your toes. Twist your ankle. And drop the right foot down. Send the left leg out long. Pull the back of the left leg in, feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. And exhale, flex through the left foot. Breathe in, point. Exhale, flex. Breathe in, point. Exhale, flex. And then keep the foot pointed. Turn your knee out, so really lengthening from the inner thigh to the big toe. Then that right hip will want to tilt up, but keep it down, so don't grip in the hip flexors. Press the ribs down towards the floor, and then let's start clockwise circles. So the wider you go, the tougher it will be. But once again, really focus on how the movement feels. Really mobilizing that hip, but keeping the stability in the pelvis. So much more than focusing on how it should look like. Who can see you anyway? Focus on what feels good in the body. Maybe extend the right leg out long. If you're making the movement of a clock, don't forget to take that 12 over the chest, because that's where the real work is. That's where the hamstring stretch is. Reverse your circles. Half a circle on your inhalation. Half a circle on your exhalation. Making sure we keep breathing deeply so we don't move from stress. Let's do 1 more circle. And then pull the left knee into the chest, feeling the stretch in the hip. Take a moment to turn your ankle one way and the other. And drop the left foot down. Bring the right foot down. Interlace your hands behind your head. Open the elbows out really wide. And then bring the elbows in just a little, so creating a bit of a hammock for the head. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Breathe in to lower. Exhale to lift. Now really focus on that Pilates breath. Notice how the movement just follows the breath. Really exhale out all the way. Notice how the lower ribs will be pulled in. Notice how we use that exhale to strengthen the core. So every exhale is a bit of a crunch in itself. Let's do 2 more. One more. Now keep the head and shoulders lifted. Keep pressing the head into the hands. The crown of the head reaches back. Pull the lower belly in and bring the legs up into a 90 degrees angle. Making sure the lower back is protected, so maybe taking a moment to lift the tailbone. And now exhale, extend the right leg out long. Keep hugging into the center line. Breathe in, tabletop. Exhale, extend the left leg out. Now the lower you go, the tougher it will be on your core, the more weight you're bringing onto the core muscles. And if you're really feeling it and you're ready, maybe both legs at the same time, but you definitely don't have to. Let's do 2 more on both sides, or 4 more both legs at the same time. Use the breath, breathing in to bend the legs, exhaling to extend and really pull the lower belly in. 2 more, breathe in and out. In. Our final one, exhale out all the way. Now keep the hands where they are, but drop the head and shoulders down. Bring your knees in. Feel the support of the mat on your lower back. Take a moment to move your feet, making sure our feet don't cramp up. And then fold the elbows in a little. Just one more exercise here. From the core, not from the neck. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Reach the crown of the head all the way back. Bring your legs into a tabletop. And now open the knees and flex the feet. So we're coming into the frog, so frog-like feet. Exhale, press away through the soles of your heels, of your feet, and really zip the knees together as if you're holding a piece of paper in between the knees. Breathe in, bring the knees towards the upper arms. Exhale, press out, pull the lower belly in. Breathe in, bring the knees in. You can always bring your head and shoulders down. And the same thing, the lower you go, the tougher it will be on your core. Making sure that you aren't looking out through the shoulders, so keeping lots of space here. Maybe extending your thumbs out so you can really support the neck. Working from the core, not from the neck. Let's do 3 more. Working the core and working the inner thighs. 2 more. Okay, final one. And hug your knees into your chest. Take a moment to bring your head side to side. Well done. And then extend your arms up and overhead. Extend your legs out long. Zip the legs together. So spiral the inner thighs in. Lift the fingertips up towards the sky. Breathe in, lift your head, your shoulders. Exhale, pull yourself up, moving slowly. Even harder than the last time we did this. Flex your feet. Sit up really tall. Breathe in, send your arms out next to your ears. And exhale, take it forwards as if you're being pulled forwards. I've got that imaginary friend again. The neck is long. The hands land wherever they land. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Sit up tall. Point your feet. Okay, this is the last core exercise here. Send your arms out long. Curl your tailbone under. Feel the core muscles really working. Lower down, but keep the head and shoulders lifted. This time, bring your fingertips behind your ears as you bring the left knee in. Hover the right leg up. Turn the right elbow towards your left knee. Breathe in as you move through center. Send the left leg out long. Twist towards the right knee. Breathing in through center and exhale, extend. So we're keeping that same control, really pointing through the foot, hugging into the center line. Now, if this is a bit too much, just bring your feet down and lift one leg at a time. So really working on your own level, listening to the body. So what feels right one day doesn't feel right the other day. Okay, so just focus on the quality of movement, feeling that core strength. Let's do one more to both sides. Working the obliques. And hug your knees in. Ooh, twist your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Let's do a cleansing breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Now we aren't going to do that mean roll up again. Take hold of the backs of your legs and roll yourself up in 1, 2, or 3 times. Bring the soles of the feet together. Take a hold of your ankles or your shins to help you sit up really tall. So don't lean back. Feel that gentle arching in the spine, that neutral spine. Draw the lower ribs down and in. And then send your arms out left to right. So again, if you don't have space to do so, just fingertips on the shoulders. And now twist all the way to the right. Left hand to the right shin, right hand behind you. Breathe in, lengthen from tailbone to the crown of the head. Don't lean back or forwards. And exhale, twist a little deeper, sliding the right shoulder down. Breathe in as you move through center, sending the arms out left to right or fingertips onto the shoulders. Twist all the way to the left. Right hand to left chin, left hand behind. Breathe in, really rolling out through the spine. Lift the tips of the ears up to the ceiling. Slide the left shoulder down and breathe. And pull yourself back to center. Cross the ankles, moving back onto hands and knees. So center yourself on the mat, bringing the wrists in line with your shoulders. Bring your knees in line with your hips. Now think about hugging into that center line. So really press down, feel the front body lifting up to meet the back body. Curl the right toes under as we send the right leg all the way out. Now lift up from the right inner thigh, so keep your hips in line as you lift up. And then press away through the ball joint of the right foot as if you're pressing into the gas pedal. Really zip the right leg to the center line. Feel the glutes turning on. If you want even more challenge, extend the left arm out. So feel the core stability. Breathe in, reaching. Exhale, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. So really rounding through the spine, create space. Breathe in, extend your arm out long, extend your leg out long. Lots of length through the back of the neck. And exhale, draw it in. Breathe in, extend. And exhale, draw it in. 2 more. This is such a beautiful move to reconnect to that Pilates breath. Final one. Then extend the arm out, extend the leg out. Curl the right toes under. Bring the left fingertips down as we come back onto the knees and come onto the right lower arms. So we're taking it down a level. Now swing the right foot over the long side of the mat. So this is a bit of Pilates for your brain. Extend your left leg out long. Now I want you to really press away from the mat, and if this doesn't feel comfortable on your body, just come to lie on your right side. You can do all these exercises from your side. So we're going to pull the left shoulder back and lift the left leg up. Now we're going to draw rainbows, so left foot towards the right back corner of the mat, and then lift it up and over and take it forwards. Now how still can you keep the upper body? Really keep pressing down to prevent yourself from hanging out into that shoulder. And breathe. So really working the side body, working the core and opening up through the hip. Let's do one more rainbow. Hippies. Okay, come back to center. Flex through the left foot, really press the left foot away from you. Now point and draw the left knee towards the left upper arm. Exhale, flex and press away. Breathe in, point and draw it in. 2 more. Flex and really press it out. Feel the lower belly pulling in. Breathe in, point and bend. 1 more. Extend the leg out. Keep it long. Keep the knee pointing towards me, so pointing forwards depending on where I am in your room. Baby pulses. Take it up, up. Feel the outer hip. Keep pressing down to not just feel the right hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop the knee down as we come into a child's pose. So lower your hips down onto your heels. Bring your arms down next to the body, palms of the hands facing up, and forehead down to the floor. If this doesn't feel right, just bring your knees a little wider. And take a moment to catch your breath. Relax the shoulders. And maybe return to that intention to listen to the body. And if something doesn't feel right, the body knows. So just respond accordingly. So listen to the body and act on it. Okay, press down. So we come back onto hands and knees. Same thing on the other side. So start by finding your foundation. Knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. Reach the crown of the head forwards. Pull the lower belly in. Now, how still can you keep the upper body as you send the left leg back? Okay, lift the left leg up, keep the left toe dialed down, just to make sure that the hips are squared. And then press away through the ball joint of the left foot. Feel the glute muscles turning on, buns of steel. Hug the left leg into the center line. Now you can stay here or extend the right arm out long. Notice how this immediately translates into the core. The thumb points up. Breathe in, lengthen out even more, really exaggerating. And then exhale, draw everything in as you squeeze out all the air. Breathe in to extend. And exhale to pull it in. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Final one. And then extend your arm, your leg out, really reaching. Bring the right fingertips down. Curl the left toes under and come onto your knees. As you bring the left elbow in line with the left shoulder, left hand over the center line of the mat. Extend the right leg out. And just to give yourself more stability, I suggest bringing the left foot over the long side of the mat, so flip it out. Take a moment to peek at me if you have no clue what's going on. Okay, roll the right shoulder back, so feel the chest moving forward slightly. Keep pulling the left shoulder away from the ear and then hover the right leg up. Okay, pull the lower belly in, lengthen your tailbone down. That's what's going to give you that stability. Rainbows, bring the right foot towards the front of the mat and then sweep it up and back. And now see if you can do this whilst breathing and smiling. Don't let the left ear droop down, keeping lots of length through the neck. So once again, really opening through that hip and especially drawing the leg back should feel really good for that right hip. Although this is one of those exercises where I can say it should feel good, but it's also probably quite tough. Let's do 2 more. And then lift the right leg up and bring the right knee towards the right upper arm. Really press down into the mat, flex your foot and exhale, press it away. 3 more. Breathe in. Let's see if you can keep that leg in line with the hip. Exhale, press it out. 2 more, almost there. Breathing in and exhale, press it out. Full body workout. 1 more, breathe in. Exhale, press it out. Now keep the leg extended, the knee pointing forwards. Lift, lift, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop your knee down. Well done. Child's pose. Send your hips down to your heels. Bring the arms down. Backs of the hands into the floor. Forehead down as you let the shoulders round forwards. And take a couple of breaths into your belly, all the way down into the pelvis. So a healthy body has muscles that can tense up, get really strong, but also relax. So we want to make sure that we aren't cramping in the pelvic muscles. So let's take 2 more really deep breaths all the way down into the belly. And then really press down into your feet, into your shins to roll yourself up. If this is not comfortable for your knees, you can sit up here, taking the weight, the pressure out of the knees. As we interlace the hands behind the lower back, Lengthen your tailbone down and press the knuckles down and away. Roll the shoulders back. Just a gentle counter pose after all those plank variations. Maybe lift your hands a little higher to open up even more. And release. Come to lie all the way down onto your belly. Really reaching the toes away, so feel that opening through the hips. And now bring the elbows about in line with the shoulders and the hands off of the mat in line with the elbows. Reach the crown of the head forward, so your chin is in. And now we're going to lower the forehead down to the floor, and as we do so, hover the legs up. Really think about making the legs as long as possible. Now bring the tops of the feet down and reach the crown of the head forwards as you lift the trunk of the body. Keep it going. Exhaling to lower, lift the legs. Inhaling to lift the trunk of the body, lower the legs. And if the breath is reversed, no worries, as long as you're breathing. Really bringing out the wisdom today. Don't be a bully and just keep breathing. Let's do 2 more. Really feel the strength in the back body. You're probably also really feeling your glutes as we've already really worked them. Okay, and then keep the feet down. Keep the trunk of the body lifted. Now you can stay here, or if you want a bit more challenge, circle the arms back, reach the fingertips out, reach the fingertips all the way towards the back of the mat, hover the legs as we take the legs for a little flipper. Breathing into the rib cage, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Roll the shoulders away from your ears as if you're holding a pencil in between the shoulder blades. 2 more breaths. And then lower the legs down. Extend the right arm out and roll yourself all the way onto the right side. So keep your arm in line with your shoulder. Drop your head down onto your arm. Now make sure that the legs are just a little in front of you so that you've got a lot of stability. And then as you exhale, lift the left leg up. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Really working the outer thigh. Okay, 2 more. Really think about length, so feel the lift in the right side body. And 1 more round as we reverse. So keep the foot flexed as you lift up and pointed as you lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. You can always keep your left fingertips out in front, or if you're quite stable, just bring them down onto your hip. 2 more. Final 1. And then we're going to keep the left leg lifted in line with the left hip. Turn the left knee out to the sky, so leg in Pilates stance. Now exhale, we're going to zip the right leg to the left leg. Breathe into lower. Exhale, zip the right leg up, so let the right heel lead the way. Breathe in, exhale, lift. Breathe in, exhale, lift. 2 more. Feeling the left waistline, the left hip, the right inner thigh, and then bring both legs down. Well done. So we're going to prop ourselves up onto the right lower arm. The right elbow is in line with the right shoulder. Now if you have a bit of a nubbly, bony elbow, maybe fold the mat in half. And from here, we're going to roll the right shoulder back, so really lifting yourself up. And then we're going to roll back, so from the hip onto the bottom. And we're going to try and lift the legs up, lift the left arm up. Now you might be able to reach up high, you might be able to touch your toes, maybe never in 100 years, that's fine. Slowly come down, onto your hip. Just 2 more. More. So roll back and lift up. Lift the fingers. So you're behind the sitting bone, so it shouldn't be painful. So if you're on the sitting bone, you need to come back even further. And 1 more. Rolling back and lifting up. And slowly take it down. Well done. Extend the right leg out, right arm, the other leg, and now bring the right arm over the front of the bodies of the mat. Talking is becoming hard. Okay, now from here, we're going to reach the left fingertips all the way out and reach the left toes all the way back. So you're coming into a big diagonal. Now this is a bit of a weird one, but it should feel really good. We're going to bring the left leg forwards and we're going to circle the left arm back. You can bring your head all the way down. So left leg forwards, left arm back. So it's a big twist. And then from here, we're going to move back. Left fingertips out in front, left toes out behind. 2 more. Exhale, left leg forwards, left arm back. So it should feel really good on your shoulders, your spine. And then left fingertips out in front, left leg back. Reaching, 1 more. And then reach, and this is my favorite move. Make a long line, extend your arms, extend your legs, and then baguette move, roll onto your belly. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So extend your left arm out long and roll onto your left side. Bringing the feet in front of you so that you're really stable on the side. And then imagine that imaginary friend taking hold of your toes, your ankle, and pulling it forwards. So really feel that activation in the left side body. Exhale to point and lift. Inhale to flex and lower. So keep it really smooth. Instead of just throwing that leg up there, think about moving the leg through wet cement. So it's a movement without a beginning or an end. Really taking out any of the hard edges. So it's not about the end result, but just about the quality of movement. Turn it around. Flex the foot as you lift up and point as you lower. Flex to lift and point to lower. Two more. And then lift the right leg up in line with the right hip. Turn the right knee out to the sky. Exhale, zip the left leg up. Breathe in lower. Exhale, lift. Breathe in lower. Exhale, lift. Two more. Final one. And lower the legs down. Prop yourself up onto the left arm. Making sure that left elbow is in line with the left shoulder. I'd rather have it a bit too close than a bit too far away. Roll the left shoulder down and away. And then roll back all the way back. So you're on your bottom. Lift the legs up. Lift the right arm up. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Feel the core muscles. And slowly lower the legs down. Roll onto your hip. Breathe in. Exhale, roll back. And lift. Breathe in lower. Exhale, roll back. And lift. Breathe in lower. Well done. And send the left arm out just a little bit in front of you so you have some space to roll back. Bring the right leg all the way back. Really reach the right fingertips forwards, reaching, reaching, reaching. And then circle the right arm back as you swing the right arm forwards. Bring the back of the head down and feel that twist. Okay, bring the right fingertips forwards, the right toes back. Really reaching. And exhale, circle the right arm back. And one more, breathing in. And exhale out. Breathing in. Reaching, and then bring the arm in line with the ear. Zip the legs up and roll back onto your belly. And now from the belly, bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Press up. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. And bring your hips down to your heels. So we're going to create a little shark fin. Shark fin, ooh-ha-ha. Bring the palms of the hands together. Bring the forehead down. Press down into the elbows as you lift the hands behind the head. Feel the stretch in the upper back. Feel the length in your spine. And just take 2 more really deep breaths here. And then extend the arms out in front. Shift your weight forwards. Cross your ankles. Come onto your bum. Extend the right leg out long. Bring the left foot towards the right inner thigh. Bring the fingertips onto the shoulders. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Twist towards the right leg. And with your left hand, saw off your right baby toe. Really bring your chin in. Feel the stretch in the back. Breathe in, sit up tall, lifting. Exhale, twist, and saw off your baby toe. Let's do one more, breathing in to sit up tall. Exhale, twist, and extend. And now sit up really tall, extend the arms out next to the ears, lifting. Turn the belly in line with the leg, and as you exhale, take it forwards. So stretching out through the lower back, you can always bend the leg here. Stretching out through the hamstrings. Now let's do a counter pose here as you roll yourself up. Point through the right foot, bring the left hand next to the left hip, and then breathe in, lift the hips. Send the right fingertips all the way back as you send your hips forwards, opening up through the hips, opening up, taking a gentle back bend, and exhale, slowly lower down. Extend the left leg out long as you bring the right foot in. Bring the fingertips onto the shoulders, take a deep breath in, sit up tall. Twist, and with your right pinky, saw off your right pinky toe, or your knee, or your upper leg, wherever you can reach. Breathe in, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, and saw. This is one of my ultimate favorite moves because it's such a good strengthener and stretch for the lower back. One more, breathe in. Twist, and exhale out. Now breathe in, sit up really tall, extend the arms out next to the ears, reaching, bring the belly in line with the leg, and as you exhale, fold from the hips. So sometimes the tendency is to really round, but keep lots of length through your spine. So once again, especially in the stretches, we tend to get extremely ambitious instead of really feeling what feels right. So maybe just bend your leg. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. Don't be ambitious, be kind. Don't be a bully to yourself. Okay, roll yourself up. And point the left foot. Bring the right hand next to the right hip. Breathe in, circle the arm up. Hips forwards, fingertips reach back. Take a deep breath in, gentle back bend. Whoop, cat. And exhale, lower down. Okay, from here, come to lie on your back. We're going to come into our final stretches before we move into the relaxation. Extend your left leg out long, hug the right knee in. And now from here, you're going to lift your nose up towards your knee. If this is too much for your head, you can always bring the one hand behind the head, or I'm going to give you an alternative. So left hand to the right foot, Right arm hugs around, so kind of like you have a bit of a leg baby here. Maybe just swing the right leg out to the side. Now, if you have the space, but only if it feels right, if the hips are sufficiently open, right foot to the left inner elbow. And from here, stretching out through the hip. You can always bring the left leg to a 90-degree angle and pull the back of the left leg in. So if it's too much on your neck or it's just impossible, you always have that option. Okay, stay active through your right toes. Let's take one more breath. And slowly lower down, head down. Extend your right leg out long. Hug the left leg in. And then lift your nose up towards your knee. Hug the left arm around, right hand to the left foot as you swing the left knee out to the side. And maybe bring the foot into the inner elbow, flexing through the foot, protecting the knee, and breathe into your hip. And slowly unravel, take your time. Bring your head down. Extend your leg out long, let the toes roll out. Arms down next to the body. Walk the shoulders underneath the chest. And really slowly bring your head side to side. Relax through the muscles of the neck. And once you're ready, maybe cover up as we prepare for our relaxation. So return to a belly breath. Breathing all the way down into the pelvis. And then slowly calming the breath. And just let the breath flow. You don't have to do anything. Soften the skin of your face as you feel the weight of your head. Feel the weight of your shoulders. Feel the weight of your arms, your elbows, the backs of your hands. Feel the weight of the pelvis, the upper legs, the lower legs, the heels. And then soften the skin of the body, soften the chest. Soften the palms of your hands. Soften the hips. Soften the tops of the feet. So a very important part of a sustainable practice is that we give ourselves some time to wind down. So we don't step off the mat feeling frantic, but we step off the mat feeling calm. So take a moment here, just letting the dust settle. Just letting the breath flow. wiggle your toes and move your fingers. Lift the arms and twist your wrists. And take a big stretch as you wake up. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll yourself all the way back up, all the way back to your cross-legged seat. As you sit up really tall, and notice how you feel. Slowly open your eyes. I hope you're feeling really good. I hope your body feels much more strong and relaxed than it did at the beginning of class. Maybe a little tired. Let me know how it went. Okay, let's breathe in, circle the arms up, palms of the hands connect, and then exhale, bring your hands down to your heart as we take a really deep bow down, bowing down to one another and bowing down to ourselves. I hope to see you really soon. So the next live stream is on Monday.